Joshua Hassel, formerly of the Hassel-Hazler Gallery, one of the original Wazee Street galleries in lower downtown, has been around the Colorado art scene for many years. He was the project coordinator for the public art mural at Coors Field. He's going to be one of HIP's newest correspondents. Let's find out what he's been up to and what he has in store for you.
I'm an art businessman and I do all different things. In the last 2 years, I was the director of the Left Bank Arts Festival, which is a small arts festival that takes place in North Denver over in the Pirate Edge area. And then I also promote and sell art. I work with artists and I work with art consultants. And I'm an art activist. I'm concerned about what's happening, particularly in the realm of public art, and I try to keep my eye on that. Well, the art scene in Denver is actually pretty good right now. We've basically got 5 districts in Denver. 2 of them are new districts. The 2 new districts are the Golden Triangle, which is that area that a lot of people are just discovering, which is located between Spear Boulevard, Lincoln and Broadway, and 13th or 14th Avenue. So it sort of includes some of the museums, but it's also that area that's been dead for a long time and is now starting to get redeveloped. Then the other new area that's really developing is the South Broadway area. We also then have our 3 older established art areas. We have Lodo, we have Cherry Creek, and we have the North Denver area. There's a movement afoot right now to consolidate not the openings, but the open houses of all these areas and to create one citywide map. Right now, each of these 5 little areas have their own little publications. And so it's a great idea, but it's hard to get everyone together. And I think that once, we have all of this together, we'll realize we have one really big art district in Denver, and it's the biggest art area in this part of the country. You have to go to Santa Fe or San Francisco or LA or Chicago to find anything as active. Well, in the more avant-garde galleries, there seems to be some certain looks emerging. There is a sort of a combination, a new kind of figurative look that almost looks abstract or surreal, but is actually really has figures hidden in it or are immersed or floating in different ways. Then there is the reemergence of abstract, and Denver is a great place for abstract painters. There's people like Emilio Lobato and Dale Chisman, all of whom are doing fabulous work right now. And I'm hoping we can get to visit some studios of some of these artists. I'd love to go see Dale Chisman's gallery or studio. We'd also, if possible, maybe like to investigate someone like Peter Schmitz. He's been investigated a lot, but no one really knows what his artwork looks like. So it'd be nice if he'd let us come see his studio. Well, it's not a good time to depend on federal funding for the arts because the NEA is cutting their funding. This affects the state funding, and there's also a movement afoot in the state to spread out the funds to other rural areas and to include more things that aren't really contemporary or modern art, more traditional and folk art, and in a way that's good. But if you're an artist who's been dependent upon grants, this isn't a good time to be hoping to support yourself through grants. Sometimes the exact opposite happens. It invigorates the artist to do more what they want to do. And so the artists seem not to be really affected so much by it. Well, for the beginning artists, there's many opportunities to be in juried shows in almost all the co-op spaces like Core or Pirate or Edge, and even some of the commercial galleries like Mary Mackey often have shows that anyone can enter. And I think that's the best thing to do, is to watch for those and try to enter those shows. And then the next step is usually to try to get into one of the co-op galleries. If you can create enough work, which is a lot of work sometimes, 20 to 30 pieces to actually put on a show, and you can get into one of the co-op galleries, then you can put on a show, and that's the best way. And then the next step from that is often if you can then get interest from Robin Rule or Jim Robichon or Inkfish. That all takes years, but the good thing about art is you're doing what you like and you do it because you love it.